Socrates. First, because he comes from your part of Athens, and also because he spends so much time in the very places where young people engage in studies of the sort you are seeking.
What do you mean, Laches? Has Socrates seriously investigated such things?
He certainly has, Lysimachus.
Oh, I can attest to that no less than Laches. Not long ago, Socrates introduced me to a man to teach music to my son. His name is Damon, the student of Agathocles. He's not only excellent in music, but also a tutor in every other subject you might wish young people to pursue at that age.
Socrates, Nicias, and Laches. It is not possible for people like us to keep up with young people and their activities, since we stay home most of the time because of our age. But you, son of Socrates, should share any advice you have to give your Athenian neighbors. You also have that responsibility because you are my friend through your father. He and I were loyal companions and friends. We never had a single disagreement. Now that we're talking about this, I just realized that I've overheard these boys talking about someone named Socrates and praising him highly. It never occurred to me to ask whether they meant the son of Sophoniscus. I can tell by their expressions that they were talking about you, Socrates. I'm delighted that you've walked in your father's footsteps, and I look forward to renewing the bonds between your family and mine.
You must not let this man escape, Lysimachus. I've seen him in other circumstances honoring not only his father, but also his country. He was with me at the Battle of Delium, and I assure you that if the others had stood up the way he did, our country would not have suffered such a disaster.
Socrates, that is high praise. It comes from men whose word can be trusted, and the actions they commend are the best kind. I'm delighted to hear that you are so well respected, and I hope you will count me among those who wish you well. You should have visited us long ago and counted us among your friends. And now that we've become acquainted, we look forward to having you join us and these young men, so that we may foster the close relationship between our houses. We count on you to do that, and we will remind you in the future. But right now, we're eager to hear your opinion about the topic we started to discuss. What do you think? Is the ability to fight in heavy armor something young men should learn or not?
I will try to advise you to the extent that I can, Lysimachus, and I will do the other things you mentioned. However, because I am younger and less experienced than the others, it would be proper for me to listen to what they have to say and learn from them. Then, if I have something to add that is different from what they said, I might attempt to teach and persuade all of you. Nicias, will you begin?
I have no problem with going first, Socrates. I think that acquiring this skill is beneficial to young men in many ways. Instead of wasting their time by amusing themselves, as young people like to do, it would be better to improve the health and strength of their body. Now, this activity is no less demanding than gymnastics and riding horses. It is appropriate for skilled people because knowing how to use weapons in battle prepares for the contest we must win. It's not only beneficial in a battle when the troops are arranged in a line with many others, but even more advantageous when the ranks are broken and you're forced to fight alone, either when you're pursuing the enemy or defending yourself in retreat. Someone who has acquired this skill would not be harmed by a single opponent, or even by several, and would have the advantage in every way. Also, acquiring this ability will awaken the desire for another excellent form of learning. Those who know how to fight in heavy armor will be eager to take the next step and master the skill of arranging troops for battle. Once they take pride in that achievement, they will aspire to learn the entire art of being a general. It is obvious that this study is the proper beginning for learning and practicing the other arts that are honorable and valuable. Another advantage of this pursuit, and not a small one, is that it will help every individual become much more confident.